Hello, everyone, and welcome to Debate Us. I got your host, DB Deshaun, and I got Noble here, and we're here to discuss the NBA Finals. How you guys doing tonight?
We doing good. We doing good. How you doing, JB?
We good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good,
Hey, we
man.
back, brother. We back.
It's been a minute,
back
but we're
like
back.
I never left.
Hello.
Hear me?
So we're going to give you guys the quick and dirty about the NBA Finals and what our predictions are for this year. So yeah, guys, let's just get into it.
Say thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you keep pushing Debate Us. We're trying to grow and get better. I apologize again for the long time off. We have to get some things in order personally, but we just appreciate you guys and your patience. And let's have some fun. Let's talk about these finals. Let's talk about this season. And let's get going.
All right, let's go. Let's start up with the matchup. I don't think we necessarily saw these teams being in the finals, but there was a lot of interesting factors along the way, and I just want you guys to highlight some of the playoffs series that really stuck out to you. And I mean, obviously, we dealt with like a lot of injuries. There's so many factors that come in at playoff time. When things happen, I mean, teams can be so volatile when players are getting injured and things of that sort. So I want to know what you guys' highlights were from the playoffs so far, on the West and the Eastern side, and just give me some series highlights that you guys really noted. Jay, you can go first.
Want me to go? Oh, James.
Jay. All right. So on the Eastern side, nothing. I mean, what?
That's funny.
Jalen Brunson showed up. I don't agree that he's a superstar. I don't like the fact that people trying to say he's better than Steph Curry now and all this other trash just because he make layups. It's absolutely garbage. But I do see that he's becoming a star. Well, maybe he is a star, I would more compare him to like Tiny Nate Archibald type, was great at attacking the basket and getting his buckets. So I really liked what I saw from the Knicks. Unfortunately, they had injuries before the playoffs even started, so they really had a tough go at it from Jump Street. Indiana is pathetic. I don't even know why people were even talking about them. I don't want to talk about them. I mean, Cleveland is consistently average. Orlando was a shocker. I really like Paolo Banchero, whatever little light skinned boy name is. He's really talented.
I don't know how to pronounce his name either.
Something like that. I'm sorry for the lack of energy. We talking about the East right now, so I gotta find it. Philly was all right. They just one superstar and one pretty cool point guard. Who else are we gonna talk? Miami didn't even have their best players, but even if they did, for some reason, Miami just seemed always like a player away. Milwaukee is, oh my God. This Dame Lillard crap is just beyond me. Even if Giannis was playing, I just don't believe in Dame. We talked about that on our last video a few years ago. It's just Dame is that kind of player. He's just talented. There's nothing smart about the way he plays basketball. He doesn't play like championship basketball to me. He just chuck up shots. That really don't tickle my fancy. It don't. And then Giannis just dunks. I'm not impressed. At 7 feet tall, like that's not what he's supposed to do. Now he is very fast for his height and quick. And he's a solid ball handler, but I mean, like, who cares? For the West, though, the West was shocking. That was a crazy series, bro. There was a lot. So I had, of course, the Timberwolves going against OKC. That was like my conference finals. I think Anthony Edwards is the better player, all-around player out of everybody on the West. And I thought OKC momentum was going to take them past teams that were kind of the same as them, right? There was no team that were actually better than them. I don't think the Clippers, you can say, is like definitively better than OKC. I don't think you can say Dallas was like convincingly better than OKC. Not with just two players. They really kind of got lucky with the youth, their age. I think OKC would have if they were smarter. But so yeah, that was like my pick. I was really impressed with how the Timberwolves started the Denver series and how they ended the Denver series. That crap in the middle stressed me. And then the series against Dallas, they just played like they accomplished what they wanted to do already and was just chucking up shots. Like there was nothing about them that seemed like that their game, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, their game didn't scream somebody wrote that on the chalkboard like, hey, this is how we're gonna beat Dallas. Like they didn't play any basketball that seemed like this is how you're gonna beat another team. They were just playing basketball, if that makes sense. So
right.
I honestly think if they just would have had a game plan, they would have beat Dallas easily. But they didn't have a game plan, so Dallas kind of did what they wanted to do. Anthony Edwards turned into a whole different like player. I'm like, what happened to Anthony Edwards? Like, he turned into Steph. Like, I thought he was a shooter. I'm like, bro, you're a slasher. What is happening here?
Right.
Like, look at Luka and just repeat. You're gonna do it faster and more athletic. Like, what are you doing? Taking shots all day. Like, and then when he wasn't chucking up threes, he was passing, and that pissed me off. I'm like, man, I remember even hearing somebody saying, like, hey, he needed to, even if he would have missed his shots, like, we would have respected him better going to the corner mid-range shot that he liked and just pulling it. And I agree with that because I actually think they would have been a lot more successful if he did that. So
agreed.
That was kind of how I felt about the West. The Lakers are, I don't know what's going on there because they are actually had the best team in the West, and they've been had the best roster in the West. That's why I don't like when people say they needed more players. I'm like, you got D'Lo, Austin Reeves, the GOAT, and Anthony Davis with a bunch of defenders and shooters. That's more than Luka has, and he's going to the finals. I don't get what else this GOAT needed. I hate that. If he's such a great player, why on God's green earth do he need every piece on the planet? Like, that makes no sense. Now it's his coaches. When y'all was saying he's the GOAT of no coaches, that's what y'all said he was good at, is having boo-boo coaches and taking them to the finals. So now all of a sudden that's a kryptonite? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's going on there. I think LeBron suffocates talent. I know most people think he like makes people better. I've never seen him make anybody better ever. Like, I don't know where they got that from.
Agreed. 100%.
In fact, every basketball player that's played with him has actually been worse when they got on his team. But
for real.
Kyrie's the only one that had his best years with LeBron. But he's starting to paint a new canvas, right? So that might even be a wash. But Bosh was worse. Wade was worse. Who else? Kevin Love. I don't even know who he was. He was just a catch and shoot guy. Tristan Thompson had his best offensive rebounding years the year before LeBron got there. Anthony Davis literally has been extremely better without LeBron. He was more healthy. He seemed happier.
100%.
He seems like a robot. He doesn't even seem like a person. I don't even remember.
He seems like he's settled. That's what it is.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like a person. I'm like, he turns into just a weird robotic like LeBron shadow kind of thing. And
yeah. Oh.
he lost AD. Like when he was with the Pelicans, even when he got Boogie, he was AD. Like he had flair to his game. Like when you watched him play, you was like, oh. Now it's like he's just a big body defender. Like I don't know what happened there. But and then Kevin Durant. Oh my goodness. Well, seems like Steph was the man, huh? Oh, golly.
You silly dog.
Steph did it with a bunch. He did it with the Maple Jordan. That's what they call Andrew Wiggins. Maple Jordan. That's who Steph won a championship with. And KD couldn't get out the first round with a big three. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because Steph's
right.
Steph begging for KD crying. It seems to be the other way around now. But
right.
But anyway, so that's kind of, and then Denver did exactly what I expected them to do. They went through the first round pretty easily, which was sad because the team they went through had the better roster with the Lakers. And then they got to the T-Wolves, and what happened was what I told Caleb was going to happen. Like the T-Wolves is just better. They're more athletic. They're faster. It's just if they can get past Denver's shot-making ability, because Denver got, to me, the best shot-making ability that I've ever seen. They just don't miss. So once they get past that, it was just easy selling. So, Johnny?
Oh, man. Well, my thoughts on this year's playoffs. Well, I want to say a lot of unexpected things happened. I didn't like we mentioned earlier, the two teams that's in the finals didn't expect that. But far as the Boston and Miami series, I expected Boston to actually come out of that series. I didn't expect Jimmy Butler to get hurt in that series. So I do probably feel like it's a little bit part of me that it would have been a little bit more challenging for Boston, and maybe Miami comes out in the game.
Oh, they was definitely, that's their kryptonite. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy because these teams has been meeting in the conference finals for the past 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, that's crazy. It's what's crazy is it's either the first round or the conference finals. That's when they met every time.
That's when they meet every time. Every time. And just off what you said about Orlando being a shocker, I didn't expect that, and I didn't notice that until the playoffs actually started, that they was actually in the playoffs.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
They made it through the play-in, and they was like, they didn't even play in the play-in. I'm like, oh, they were good to not even be in the play-in?
They was number 5.
They were actually competing against the Cavs. Like, it's not like they got swept. Like,
right. That is crazy.
It went to 7 games, bro.
Yeah, it took them 7 games to get rid of them.
Johnny, I am a basketball buff, and I can't name 4 players on that Orlando team.
I can't either.
And Johnny, like I create players for a living on 2K, like entire rosters, and I can't name 4 players on that team, bro.
Yeah, man, that is crazy to me.
Crazy, bro.
But but the Boston was a shocker. I didn't expect Cleveland to struggle with that team at all. Just accordingly, just how good on paper, even looking at it, Cleveland was the better team. You know what I mean? That shouldn't have went 7 games, but the Boston and Indiana. Of course, we all know why Indiana advanced in that series. No Giannis, no Lillard. The Bucks. My bad. I don't know what I said, but the Bucks, right? Oh, my bad. Yeah, the Bucks. But the Bucks and Indiana. We all know why that, transparent the way it did. No Giannis.
Bro, they were gonna lose. They were gonna win that series regardless.
I think I don't know.
They were.
I might disagree with that one with that series there. Far as New York and Philly, I love that series. I would love to see Joel.
I was the best
actually
series.
When I would love to actually see Joel do something. Just far as like winning, like I'm not trying to like talk about him, but props to I forgot what's the point guard from New York. What's his name?
Jalen Brunson.
He
Yeah,
don't even know that
Jalen
nigga's
Brunson.
name,
Yeah,
and they said he was better than Steph, bro. He don't even know his name, bro. I'm done. Go ahead, bro. I'm done.
I never said he better than. No, he ain't better than Steph. But yeah, Jalen Brunson. He was a good player. A guy that drops 50 in the playoffs. Always he's a factor. He definitely. I want to see how that team will be when Julius Randle returns. So that's far as my side for the East. Now the West is where things gets a little bit. Well, I'm actually happy far as the teams that made it. Like out of all the teams right now, I'm happy that Dallas is there. Only because y'all know me, I'm always sometimes going to be biased when it comes to my favorite player, which is Chris Paul, and because Chris Paul is not there anymore, we, and far as the Pelicans, he was in New Orleans too, so I didn't want y'all to win either. So we have the Clippers, Definitely didn't want them to win either. So we just going down the list right now. But that was pretty exciting to watch, actually, against. I expected Dallas to come out of that series against the Clippers, I thought
the Clippers a better roster, but them niggas played they forgot how to hoop.
Yeah. And the Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns. Now that one there, I just want to say I expected that series to be close. Like I didn't expect no sweep at all, especially KD. Like I don't know how can we defend Kevin Durant after this series.
You can't.
But he's still a great player. It's not taking away what he's
done.
Can't
even say that no more, bro. That's just he trash.
But yeah, having like a good team, you had Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. Like it's very disappointing. But Phoenix is a bad organization. I feel they don't make the right moves. I don't think that team fits good at all. Because they don't have a playmaker. They should have kept a floor general. They don't have.
One they had the year before, who was like the
best exactly
on the planet. Oh, okay.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But the Lakers and Denver, I expected Denver to walk out of that. Not gonna lie. But as far as everything else, like I said, after Dallas put out the Clippers, I expected Dallas to move on, but the year the Timberwolves had, I had Timberwolves in the finals. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had Timberwolves in the finals. Just the year that they had was amazing. Yep. Just how Anthony Edwards evolved as a player. You know what I mean? He definitely showed that he he definitely showing that he is going to be the face of the league in the upcoming years. I believe so. You said nah.
As long
he definitely is. Man.
Again.
Say that one more time.
I said as long as he don't disappear again.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, God, stars live and learn. You know, so this is a learning moment for him.
I ain't never seen no killer, bro. You can't name one killer that disappeared. Kobe was just missing. Jordan didn't have a team. But they still played their game. Anthony Edwards played somebody else's game. That's not normal, bro.
But no, it's not because it's like when I was looking at it, the other guys wasn't because we always look at how good is the other role players doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Karl Anthony Towns was trash.
Trash. Don't mention that. Don't mention him. Don't
he was literally trash. And Rudy was trash. How do you handle Jokic, but you can't handle that? Doesn't
he didn't handle Jokic? Jokic was making floaters on that nigga. Jokic was over here.
But this is my thing. It's getting past that and just completely nothing against a weaker opponent.
Bro, they would
what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be the defensive player of the year. Like
they would pass him the ball in the dunker spot, bro, and get a turnover every time. You know how easy it is? That's the easiest spot to catch the ball, under the rim.
Trash, man. But like I said, I think Minnesota do need to make some moves to be a better team. But I do see Anthony Edwards definitely becoming the face of the league in the upcoming years to come. You know, I believe in him. You know, he got that attitude, man. He got that Jordan attitude, you know, that he wants to win. You know, yes, he got that attitude. Bro.
No,
he got it.
Listen, I told you, he is Shane Sung. He turns into people. He turned into Jordan and then turned into Steph the next series, bro.
He's a shapeshifter.
He's a shapeshifter, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I got him becoming the face. I'm telling you, we go run this footage back. Whether if it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
And I'm gonna be like, why was he at the dunker spot like Shaq? He gonna catch the ball like I'm Shaq.
I mean, he's still young. He has time. I mean, he's still young. He has time.
Why do we fall for the same madness every time? It's the same thing every time. You know who the stars is the moment they walk in the league, bro. You know.
Listen, Anthony Edwards
ain't it, bro. I'm sorry. He not it. Luka's more of a star than him. Luka was dogging him, bro. And talking crazy to him.
Agreed.
You think somebody talking to Jordan like that, bro? Without retribution, you know what I'm saying, bro? Without 60 dropped on your skull?
Talk about 60.
Let's start up with the matchup. So I know a lot of people didn't necessarily pick these two teams to represent their conferences respectively.
Oh, they picked Boston. Boston was supposed to be here.
Yeah. No, Boston was supposed to be here based on who they played, which was probably what some have been calling the easiest path to the finals in recent NBA history. But I want to hear you guys' opinion on these two teams that are in the finals right now. I mean, we have two young stars, 25-year-old Luka and a 26-year-old Jason. One of them is going to go home with a ring. How are you guys feeling? Jay, you can start.
Well, I don't know how to feel about it. I think these are these two teams I don't like in different ways. I don't like Boston because of their low IQ. Like, they should literally be dominating every team. It's pretty much the same team that went against the Warriors, other than Drew Holiday and Dingus. And they just showed me that they just don't play smart basketball. But you do play who you play, right? So they should easily win this championship, but I wouldn't call them champions, if that makes sense. Just me personally. But I mean, you can't get mad at them. You know, they go through who they go through. And then Dallas, for me, I'm not big on the modern day superstar because I don't actually think they're superstars. I think they're just extremely talented at one or two certain things, and people push them as superstars, and that's Luka. You know what I mean? They push his offensive greatness because offensively he's incredible. But if a guy that can't run real fast, can't move real fast, dribble funny, travel every time he go to the basket, that's the best player on the planet, that's a bad look on the NBA. So that's to me why I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? But I am a Kyrie fan because that's actual talent. You know what I mean? He's actually talent. Right. No, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So so as you can tell, I'm kind of like, I gotta go for Dallas, but you know what I'm saying? Everything about Dallas championship is disgusting. But so if I had to pick, I would pick Dallas for Kyrie. But common sense say Boston should probably sweep them.
Okay. All right. What about you, JB? What is your opinion?
Well, I'm gonna have to say a little bit what Jamie said, but I do not have Boston sweeping Dallas. No, I don't have that. I would have to disagree with him on that one. But far as
They got
how I felt,
starting five, bro.
okay. Far as how I feel about these two teams in the finals, I mean, I didn't see this coming at all, honestly.
Right.
Far as but Boston, just like what Kayla said in the intro earlier, they had sort of an easy ride, and they did. I'm looking at the playoff tree now, and they play Miami, Cleveland, Indiana, and they play every team injured.
Yep.
You really think about it. The teams that they play wasn't healthy, which is no excuse,
but you do have a right
that
to have your questions about it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right. And then on the other end, you have Dallas, which who beat dogs. Like I got Dallas winning this series. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I'm looking at the competition from both ends. We got Dallas who beat the Clippers. It was no Kawhi, but it still was James Harden and Paul George, which is two straight dominant players. You know what I mean? And then
absolutely.
Yeah, and then we have OKC, which was the number 1 seed this year, surprisingly.
SGA number 2 in MVP voting.
Right. You know what I mean? So, and then not only that, the next round, they beat the team that defeated the defending champs from last year.
They beat on that team.
And just like what Jamie was saying about Kyrie, that is pure talent. I think Kyrie Irving carried them last series, and it wasn't Luka. I'm a huge fan of Luka, though. He is a great offensive player, as what Jamie was saying. But yeah, man, that's really my predictions. I say Dallas wins it. I say 5 or 6 games. I give them that.
Okay. So I want to kind of take that.
You said Dallas in 5 or 6?
Yes.
Bro, if that happens, Jason Tatum should never win another nothing for the rest of his career, bro.
But listen, one thing about that, they say Porzingis is supposed to return game 1 tomorrow.
Damn, like, who cares?
Hey, I was just updated, man. Don't beat up the messenger.
Hey, bro, that is the most invisible 20 and 10 I've ever seen in my life. You hear me? Them Zebo numbers, they invisible.
Oh.
Yeah.
They could make all the difference in this series. You never know. But I want to actually move on and ask you guys what you guys think of like the matchup. Like, how do you feel like these teams match up? Like, do you feel like there is like a good mix? I mean, like, you got the Boston Celtics, you've got young stars, you've got, Jason Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown, and then you have
Jalen Green, young, you know what I'm saying? In Houston, shooting it
not on that team though. But we have Jaylen Brown, and then you have vet players like Al Horford who are on the team that kind of round out. He rounds out that experience side. Whereas on Dallas's team, you have the young stars and like Luka, but you have Kyrie who's experienced, who has won, championships in the past.
Kayla, I don't follow that veteran. I told you this the other day. I don't follow that experience thing when it comes to losing teams. There's no experience you really gathered especially if you kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you lost. Okay. Then you won, and then maybe something happened, your man's got injured. But Al Horford has been consistently getting his butt whooped since he got in the I don't know how that is experience, bro, because it didn't prove anything. He's almost done. You know what I'm saying? It didn't prove nothing.
Hey, no, definitely. I mean, I hear you, and that's why I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear what you feel about these matchups for this team.
Nothing easy. Yeah, that was Al Horford's team in Atlanta, bro. Remember when Zaza did that?
I do.
Yeah, that's Al Horford. That's his career. Is Zaza Pachulia the one speaking for him? That's his career, bro. I don't believe in nothing that man will ever say to me. But when it comes to Kyrie's experience, I appreciate the roller coaster experience, right? So you had your highs, you had your lows, you had your disappearing acts, you had people actually kind of just against you, right? And you were kind of the victim, you know what I mean? So he was the bully, the victim, not even included, bounced out the playoffs. That to me is more of an experience I would want to hear because now it kind of touches every aspect of the game that I would need to know in every aspect of the game, in every aspect of every game in a possible 7-game series. So that's how I feel about that experience thing. What about you, John?
What I feel about the matchups. Well, I'm looking at it here now. On paper, and as far as what I see, even though I'm not rooting for Boston, but by the looks of it, they do have the better team, honestly, to me, of what I'm seeing. I think that Dallas doesn't have a guy like Jrue Holiday on their team. You know what I mean? My opinion.
PJ Washington.
Don't disrespect Jrue like that.
A guy who can shoot threes and play defense. You mean PJ Washington?
That's I mean, like, that guy there, he his own person. But the only reason, like, what I like, far as the matchups, I am excited to see Jrue Holiday get tested with a great offensive player like Kyrie Irving, because he like. Yeah, so we had Jrue Holiday last series. Well, all playoffs had great defensive moments. Not only that, the past championship he won, he was a big help defensively for that. So I'm interested to see how. Yeah, Jrue Holiday with the Bucks.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Oh, right. My bad.
Yeah.
Bucks did win. Yeah. Trash. My bad. Forgot about them niggas.
Yeah,
bro. My bad.
Yeah. But he was a huge part of that. And then they kept the core together with keeping Al Horford there, and we talked about Porzingis earlier. There's no big deal about him. But Dallas, I'm looking at it now, and like if this is really what I want. I really want Kyrie Irving to stay healthy. We know Kyrie has experience in the finals of getting injured. You know what I mean? And we don't want that to happen. Luka and Kyrie need to be to beat Boston, they got to put up 30 plus each. I'm sorry, it just like, I don't know, because Tatum is kind of iffy sometimes. He was getting carried too. Nobody wasn't saying anything about Jaylen Brown carrying Jason Tatum last series. You know what I mean? Right. But I'm interested in like the matchup. I wouldn't say
that I am hyped to carry, but he did put on. He wasn't the Superman, but I don't think he got carried. Right. That's a big word for somebody that was dropping like 25 a game. I don't think that's carry.
Yeah. Okay. But what I'm interested into seeing is Kyrie Irving and Jrue Holiday. I want to just see how good of a real defensive player Jrue Holiday is against a very great offensive talent like Kyrie Irving. And far as and then Jason Tatum, we not sleeping. He supposed to be the next upcoming guy. Let's see what you about to do against Luka when he got a bigger size and he can fade away, do all his little stuff, man. You know what I mean? So I know Tatum is not really known for his defense, but just offensively, see how he can handle Luka offensively when Luka's on the other end. You know what I mean? So I don't really see anybody else for Jaylen Brown, honestly. But I mean Tim Hardaway, but I mean that's yeah. But yeah, that's just my take. But I'm most excited to see Kyrie Irving and Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, it's crazy about Hardaway. He was averaging like 20 points in the regular season this year, and barely played any games for real in this entire like playoffs. So weird,
right?
Because they need him. They need that third scorer, which is why I'm
No, they need that's what they need. That's what they need, and that's what I feel that if that all that works out for Dallas, I do have them winning this series.
Oh, Johnny, I would love to agree with you. Kyrie get 2, shut all those people that thought he just outside hating Jews. He just out there just, you know what I mean? He was. He was out there trying to kill the Jews. It would be good for him to have that vindication that everybody said he couldn't do it without LeBron James, and then go do it before LeBron, leaves the NBA. You know what I mean? And be able to say, yeah, Bron got his without me, but I got mine without him. So that's the only storyline I'm looking forward to, because seeing Jason Tatum with a ring I'm not going to believe in good basketball anymore.
It's not exciting. Like if he win, you're not going to be like, oh, yes. No. Yes. Right. If Kyrie win, you're going to be like, let's go.
Even watching Luka win is going to make me sick to my stomach, because
here's the thing. Can I squeeze in a question?
What's up?
Can I squeeze in a question? If Dallas win and Luka give MVP, what are your thoughts on that?
That's about what I expected. Kyrie can average 40, you ain't gonna get it. All Luka got to do is smile at these people.
Right.
But because he should have got that Western Conference in MVP. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, without Kyrie's momentum pushing plays, now Luka did in the last. Luka was incredible in the beginning. He was incredible, but Kyrie did that all the other games. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get why they gave it to him. Even the series on the opposite conference, like Jaylen Brown got it. So you can't tell me it's because he's the superstar. Because Jaylen Brown got it at the end. It would have been really ironic to see both teams' second players both get the MVP, because they would have deserved it. And then you go ahead and get a superstar, the finals MVP, the next series, down. So at least your second man can get his love. I really think the Western Conference MVP should go to that other man. It shouldn't go to the superstar, unless, of course, the superstar was just like dominant. But it should go to the other guy so they can feel a part of the team, because it's not going to go to them in the finals. That's not happening.
Yeah. No, I hear that, and I can understand that sentiment, Jamie, especially if there's such a strong presence like Jaylen Brown is to Jason Tatum, or Kyrie is to Luka. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of times Kyrie and Luka can kind of be interchangeable for who's actually leading the team. And I
think Luka leads that team. It's just, I think Kyrie's the better player. I don't know how to make that make sense. True. Kyrie's not a leader.
I understand what you're saying.
Luka leads that team. He's the engine. But Kyrie is the best player. Like, I have never seen Luka so efficient until Kyrie got on that team. Luka used to be trash at free throw shooting. Luka used to chuck up stupid threes and like make a couple every now and again. Kyrie got on that team, and you saw his efficiency get a lot better. And no one's talking about that. But I peeped that real quick. Like, I used to love to see him shoot. Like, yeah, let Luka shoot. Heck yeah, we're gonna win. Now it's like, okay, all right. Now ain't nothing you can do with him now. Like, all right, he gonna hit that. You know what I mean? But he get like that. He didn't give me that Kobe kind of feel where it's like, dang, nothing you can do. Until Kyrie got there.
Right.
Because that's Kyrie's game. Kyrie is literally nothing you can do. That's his game. Right. So I was really impressed by that. And so, like, I'll give you an example. Like, wouldn't it a Western Conference MVP would have been better? That way Iguodala could have got it then, and then Steph could have got the MVP that he deserved in the finals. Like, that's why
I agree with you 100%.
Because then you could have gave
I definitely agree.
Those players. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just
No,
oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, John.
Oh, well, I just wanted to piggy off of what Jamie was saying earlier on the leadership of Luka, that he is the leader of the team. And I do agree with what you said there. But I do want to give we far as this year's playoffs with the team, we do need to give Kyrie a little bit of credit for the leadership.
It's
too.
definitely a 1A, 1B kind of thing. It's like a Shaq and Kobe, right? It's not saying Shaq was better than Kobe. It's just that was Shaq's team, right? Even
right. We got
that Shaq team. It's the same thing with Luka and Kyrie. They're the same when it like honestly, if it was a draft, I would probably pick Kyrie over Luka. But when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks and how they're set up,
it's around Luka.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I agree. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
I'm not saying like he's Batman and Kyrie's Robin. No.
No. See what I was trying to say was that like I'm saying for like everybody like out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, just to give Kyrie a little bit of credit on the leadership, because I was watching those games, and when they was down, Kyrie was the one on the bench. Like, yo, we got to get up, pick up, nigga, do. You know what I'm saying?
What I meant by that was when I said Kyrie's not a leader, and I'm not saying, Johnny, you talking to me, but I'm just stating for me.
Yeah.
When I said Kyrie wasn't a leader, I meant he wasn't the leader of the team. He's a leader.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He's a smart, high IQ basketball player. I'm not talking like a Stephen A. Smith saying he's not a leader in that aspect, because I don't agree with that. It's just when it comes to this team, he cannot really play that leader role, but he can instruct and instill leadership on the other guys.
He can instruct. Yeah, right. Makes sense. Right. I got you. I agree.
All right. Well, guys, we are running out of time, so I just want to get like your quick final predictions. Who do you guys think is going to take the series? Jamie first, and then JB.
Hey. See, that's tough, but I'm gonna just do it for the likes of today's episode. Don't quote me on this. I'm gonna go Boston, and I'm gonna go in 6.
All right, JB, how about yourself?
All right, me. I'm a little bit different than Mr. Jamie. I'm a little different, you know.
You're different than Mr. Consistency.
Listen. Listen. You know, he want to move. He want to get up here in front of y'all and be like, I want to make the smart answer and not move with feelings. You know, like he trying to take a shot at, you know, because I don't care.
Hey, Johnny, look, long range. I was long range with it, Jimmy.
Like, you know, I felt it too. I'm like, wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying? But no, see, I'm different. But yeah, man, like my boy Jamie, you know, he was throwing shots at your boy. You feel me? I ain't like that. You know, that's just what I felt. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Talking about what you were saying, man? You know, you don't want to go off feelings, and I want to make the right decision, and my name Jamie. No, but no, man. But I'm different from Jamie. I'm gonna go off my feeling, because I do not want Boston to win this series, and I'm 100%.
Gentleman's bet live on telly.
We making a bet. What's the allegations, me friend?
Hey, look, I don't do money. I don't gamble with money. It's just not my thing. But we can do anything else. You let me know what you trying to do.
Okay. Well, I can't think of nothing right now. I'm in a moment. Let me get this off my chest real quick. You know? All right. You know, let me get this off. But I'm going with Dallas Mavericks to win this. I'm going off of my feeling. Okay. That's just because not only that, because listen, I just believe in Kyrie that much. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Kyrie Irving that much. He know how important this moment is in his career to win this championship. You know what I mean? And like far as Boston, we good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But far as Boston, Tatum been there before. They lost to Golden State, obviously. But I'm right. Like I just believe in Kyrie that much, bro. Like I just want to rock with Dallas this year, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if Dallas is healthy, I have them winning this, bro.
How many
games?
6 games?
6 games. 6 games. And if it does go 7, I have Kyrie hitting the game winner. Mark my words right here on the betas. If it goes 7 games, give the ball to Kyrie in the corner, game winner. I want you to run this footage back when game 7 happens and Kyrie games it and we MVP. Okay? Yeah. But Kayla, Jamie, I am rolling with the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games. Kyrie Irving, MVP.
Whoa.
All right. Well, you heard it here.
We got 6 games. We both got down 6 games. Just different winners.
Yep. And not only that,
hey Johnny, I'm gonna tell you about.
I got Boston winning game 1 though.
I'm gonna tell you about fate, Johnny. Turn around. What color is that behind you?
I see blue.
Oh, you see blue? You see blue, huh?
Blue. Yeah, right here. You said behind me.
We all get to live in our Delulu.
I see blue. No, what you mean?
I think that
You said behind me? I see blue. You said I can look. Oh, yeah, blue.
Hey, look.
I see blue.
Hey, look, I'm not a Boston fan, so please don't mistake this as I like Boston. It's just I gotta go with the best team. I mean, you just gotta go with the best team.
Blue.
But go ahead, Kayla.
all right, guys. Well,
This man is crazy.
Right. I love it. I love all the talk. Nah, I love it.
Yes. And I appreciate you guys coming on today. We running out of time, so we have to say goodbye. But I thank you guys for coming on and sharing your opinions. We thank you guys for tuning in, and we wish you guys the best. Happy finals.
Thank you guys again so much. We appreciate you here at Debate Us. We're going to bring more content to you guys every single week. We're going to be covering these finals. We're going to cover the NFL. I might have some different guests on at different times. I would love to have Johnny at a table face to face, across from each other at a table debating.
Yes, sir.
We're working on that and making sure we can get that done. We just live pretty far away from each other, so it's a complicated process. But I want to also give a shout out to my main man Johnny's YouTube channel and his movie reviews and the things that he's doing on his own.
Appreciate it.
My boy out there making me laugh, making me
listen, man. I try to make everybody laugh. Come over to the channel if you want to laugh.
Yes, sir.
Let's laugh together.
So tell the people about your channel, Johnny. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at just type JB Deshaun on YouTube. Yeah, man. Please subscribe if y'all enjoy Marvel, DC content, movies, all trailer reactions. That's the place to be. Nothing but good positive vibes, good energy. Like I said, let's laugh together. If you ain't laughing, I'm not doing my job. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't laughing, I ain't doing my job. You see, Jamie laughing. I'm doing my job now. Even I see Kayla, I see it. Go ahead, show them teeth. But no, man. It'll be greatly appreciated if you guys was to check out the channel.